I meant to bring my GoPro, but I forgot. This isn't going to be long. Look at that cutie. It's her last day of being 52, everybody. Kate and I are going for a walk, obviously, on the boardwalk here. She doesn't have her phone with her. I'm going to probably walk off the edge of the boardwalk if I try to. She's not going to let me.
Look at the beautiful thingy over there.
She says, look at the beautiful thingy. Oh, the flowers. Calla lilies. It's a calla lily. We're just going for an after dinner walk. Nick is at a LAN party, and it's local area network. You computer nerds will know what that is. And Kate and I just had her marvelous curry dinner, and now we're walking it off. It's a beautiful evening here out at, say it, Kate?
Tuia
Kiwa / Poverty Bay. But there are people I don't think this is the beginning of the vlog. I think it's just like filler because I've been doing a lot of different filming in different areas for a change, although it's a little bit haphazard. So it's Sunday. I actually waited till Sunday this time to make the vlog. Today is Kate's birthday. Kate's in there. She's watching me film, but she's also editing. Kate has been super busy editing. I know I say that every week because it's true every week. But it's her 53rd birthday, 53 years old. Oh my gosh. Can't imagine what that must be like. I'm only 52, but she's 53, so interesting. And yeah, she, I got her a present. I'll show you on the inset or something. I'll show you the present. It kind of worked out really well. And we went to church. It was the first of the month Maori service, which was always much better than the regular service. And there was like a visiting bishop from Nelson. Anyways, we actually heard a good sermon. Those of you watching the vlog who are maybe members of the Anglican Church and or clergy, doesn't mean the other sermons weren't good, just means we really like this one. My viewership typically runs between 7 and 8 views of these videos that I make, so I think I'm probably safe. There's a lot going on this weekend in Gisborne. So there's this big Tuia, Tauranga, Gisborne. It's kind of like a celebration of the voyagers, the first settlers here, the first peoples. I'm going to try not to get too into the politics, but so this year marks the 250th anniversary of when James Cook landed in New Zealand, and he landed in Gisborne. So Gisborne is kind of brought into the celebrations a lot because that's where the Endeavour landed. But Gisborne is also has a high Maori population, and appropriately so. The Maori got here 400 years before Captain Cook did. So, okay, 250 years since the Europeans arrived, but 650 years since the first people got here. And then the situation wasn't helped any by the fact that the Europeans got here and promptly killed a bunch of the native people. So, and then treaty things. So there's understandably a little bit of tension, but to New Zealand's credit, they're sort of working through it. And so part of that is actually telling the story of the first peoples that came here. So as part of that, there were 3 of the big waka, which are the sort of giant double-hulled canoes that they think the Polynesian and the people from Hawaii used to get to New Zealand when they first sailed here. So anyway, so this weekend was kind of a celebration of that. Like in a couple days, they've got the tall ships and the European ships coming, but this weekend was a celebration of the first travelers, and I mean they're amazing seamanship and star navigation and everything else. So as part of that, they had 3 waka. One came in from Tahiti. All kind of entered yesterday, and a delegation of those people kind of came here, and then they had sort of the Maori iwi here do the kind of sort of a greeting ceremony, but it's also like a challenge. There's a lot going on there, but yeah, so that they did and Jacinda Ardern, the Prime Minister, was there. So this delegation of the waka riders and things, they were going to come ashore, but it was too windy, so they sort of let off somewhere else, and they came around, and they had this sort of path that they traced to this, and then this sort of welcome slash sort of initial showdown when people first meet together was done about 7 times for the 7 people that were killed when cooked. Anyway, so it was a ceremony, but anyways, it culminated in this ceremony. What's called the cut, and there's a Maori name I don't know for it, which just had a lot of singing and haka and some other things. And here's a really brief bit of that, and that's when the delegation was just about to arrive for good. So watch that. And today, then they have the waka at the harbor. You can take tours, but they filled up pretty quick. They're free, but they filled up. So Nick and I went down to look, but we didn't take a tour. But I have some pictures of the ships. I think I'll just stop talking and show you some pictures of them from yesterday out in the harbor. They were docked, but these are prettier pictures here of them in the harbor. And I don't know which of these was the one that came from Tahiti and which is the one that kind of is here for kind of touristy purposes and training and navigation as well. And let's see what else. Nick and I went to some other interactive stuff. If I haven't put the video in from walking around the inner harbor, I'll do that now. We're here at the inner harbor of Gisborne because there's waka. And Nick and I were going to check it out, but the tours are sold out. So here, enjoy a little walk along the inner harbor. So those are the 3 waka. One of them came from Tahiti, but I'm not sure which one. Maybe that one on the right. It's a long way to come. Well, this is very disjointed. I just collected a lot of different clips. They got the train running. I'll probably... No, you know what? Here, look at the train. So this is the steam train that comes out in the summer when the cruise ships get here, and I think maybe each weekend for tourists. And when it's not running across the bridge, it's a quicker way to walk across the bridge, but they weren't letting us walk across the bridge because the train was there. All right, so that's a train. I think I'm just going to wrap up this very disjointed vlog here. So the problem with more content is I'm never sure how exactly I'm going to work it in, and so I just ramble and put it in somehow. Thanks, kids, for calling Mom on her birthday. She enjoyed talking to you. And sort of of an early happy birthday to my mom tomorrow, but I'll talk about that next week. I guess that's it. Yeah, I guess that's it. So I will say goodbye here. Sunset videos at the end, and that should do it. Love you all. See you next week. Happy birthday early, Mom. Bye.
We're at the food festival.
Has come the last star, and the moon is the only I foresee.
This is about commemorating that first contact.
Beautiful to be standing on the place where we can actually draw from our ancestors.
It is the telling of the encounter between two peoples, and obviously that needs to start with the history.
Today is just a huge roller coaster of emotion for us here, all the tribes of Tuia represented here today. So it's been such a great day for us here, representing our ancestors and building a pathway forward.
You could sense the emotion in the pōhiri. It's an incredibly important day, so to be able to be here feels very important and very special.
I just think the hope that it continues to create that better understanding, continues the dialogue. As a nation we come to terms with our own history and all dimensions of it.
But of course, in telling those stories, there will be hard conversations. We can't shy away from that, and nor should we, because actually in doing so, we acknowledge the legacy of those who were lost, and you see that now physically commemorated here.
It's about reclaiming that kōrero and teaching that to our tamariki. So in 50 years' time, when we're doing this all over again, we're able to do it to a level that's appropriate or even better.